नीचे Hello students, in the previous class we have studied about present tense. In today's class we are going to do the past tense. Students, but before we complete the remaining portion of present tense, that is present perfect continuous tense, which was left incomplete in the previous class. So today we are going to first complete the remaining portion of present perfect continuous tense, and then we are going to continue with past tense. So students, as I told you, first we are going to complete the remaining portion of present tense, that is present perfect continuous tense, as is it was left incomplete. So first we are going to complete it, and then we are going to continue with the past tense. So as we were discussing in the previous class about the formulae, okay, and the examples related to the tenses. So now we are going to do the present perfect continuous tense. So as I told you, present perfect continuous tense, it indicates or it tells about the work in which some part of the work is completed but rest of the part of the work is still going on. Means some part of the work is finished and the remaining is still to be done. So that is present perfect continuous tense. So let's see the formula. So this is the formula related to present perfect continuous tense. The formula is subject plus has slash means or. Okay, here slash means or. So subject plus has or have depends upon the subject, whether it is singular or plural, plus be plus verb first form plus ing plus object plus for or since plus point or period of time. So this is the formula of present perfect continuous tense. Let's see the example of it to make it more clear. So the example is Shashi has been writing a letter for 2 hours. Okay, here Shashi is a subject. Okay, has we have placed because Shashi is a singular subject. So has been writing verb of first form plus ing. A letter is the object. Okay, and for 2 hours. So this is the example related to present perfect continuous tense according to the formula. Now let's see the next example. Students, as I told you, for is used for the period of time, okay, and since is used for the point of time or for the exact time. Next example. The next example is, it has been raining since morning. So these are the two examples related to the present perfect continuous tense. Okay. Now let's see the negative sentence in present perfect continuous tense. How to make a sentence negative in present perfect continuous tense. Okay, so here we are going to now discuss the negative. How to make a sentence negative in present perfect continuous tense. Okay, so let's see the formula related to it. The formula is so the formula for the negative sentence in present perfect continuous tense is given on the board. As you can see it is subject plus has or have, depends upon the subject whether it is singular or plural. Then not, as it is a negative sentence. Been plus verb of first form ing because it is in continuous tense, plus object plus for, since plus point or period of time. So this is the formula for the negative sentence in present perfect continuous tense. Now let's see the example related to it. Example, sentence is, I have not been reading in this school since 1997. Here, I is your subject. Okay, have not because it is negative. Been reading verb of first form. Okay, plus ing to it. In this school, school is your object. Okay, since 1997. Since, as I told you, it is the point of time. So here is indicating clearly 1997. So here we are using since. Okay. So I have not been reading in this school since 1997. Let's see the next one. The sentence is, they have not been taking their meals for 2 hours. So these two are the example or the sentences related to the formula of the negative sentence. That how you will make a negative sentence in present perfect continuous tense. So example, here formula is also given and examples are also given. Example, I am repeating again, I am reading again. I have not been reading in this school since 1997. They have not been taking their meals for 2 hours. I hope you all are getting it. Now let's see the formula for the interrogative sentence in present perfect continuous tense. Now, how to frame a interrogative sentence in present perfect continuous tense. So, the formula for the interrogative sentence in present perfect continuous tense. This slash means, I'm again repeating, slash means or. You can't place why or how together in one sentence. Okay, so slash means or, between. Okay, so why or how. So formula is written over here. Why or how plus has or have. You can't place why or how in the sentence. Same way you can't place has or have in the same sentence. So this slash means or. Okay. So why or how plus has or have plus subject plus been plus verb of first form ing plus object plus for or since plus period or period of time. And a question mark. As it is an interrogative formula for the interrogative sentence, so a question mark is a must over there. It is necessary. So let's see the example related to it. Okay, so now the sentence is, have you been speaking the truth for 10 minutes? Here, as it is a question, so have you is your subject. Okay, been speaking, your speaking is the verb of first form. The truth is truth is your object for 10 minutes. So this is the example related to the formula given in the interrogative sentence in present perfect continuous tense. Okay, so have you been speaking the truth for 10 minutes? This is the example. Let's see the next example. The sentence is, why have you been crying so loudly for 2 hours? Okay, again, this is the interrogative. Sorry, I haven't placed the question mark over here. A question mark is required. Okay, so why have you been crying so loudly for 2 hours? So these are the two examples related to the interrogative sentence in present perfect continuous tense. Examples are, have you been speaking the truth for 10 minutes? Second one, why have you been crying so loudly for 2 hours? Students, here we complete the present tense. Okay. Till here we have seen the present tense. Okay. With its four kind, that is present, indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. We have seen with detail all the four types of tenses of present tense. So here we are completing our present tense, and now we are going to start with past tense. In past tense also, we are going to see the four categories or the four kinds of tenses as you have seen in the present tense. So students, now we are starting our past tense. We have completed our present tense. Now we are going to see past tense with its four kinds. As I told you previously also, past tense has got the four kinds. That is your past. Okay, so as we have discussed previously, the four kinds of present tense in the same way. Now we are going to continue with past tense with its four kinds, that is past indefinite tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. So let's start with past indefinite tense. We are starting with the first kind of past tense, that is your past past indefinite tense. Okay, so what is past tense, students? The past tense is used to express an action or the work that took place in the past. Okay, so the action which has took place in the past, that is known as your past tense. This tense shows about the action of the past tense or the action which had been completed. Okay, so now let's see the past indefinite tense. The formula for the past indefinite tense is in this past indefinite tense, the formula for it is subject plus verb of second form plus object. Let's see the example related to it. The example is he went to school. So here he is the subject, went is the verb of the second form, and school is your object. So according to the formula, subject plus verb of second form plus objects, he went to school. Let's see the next one. Next example. The next example is they fought against their enemy. Here, there is the subject, fought is the verb of the second form, against their enemy is the object. So, according to the formula of the past indefinite tense, here two examples are given to it. That is, he went to school. Went is the verb of the second form. They fought against their enemy. Okay, where there is a subject. Fought is the verb of the second form. Against their enemy is the object. Now, let's see how to make a sentence into negative form in the past indefinite tense. Now, the formula for the negative sentence, the formula for the negative sentence in past indefinite tense. Okay, so the formula for the negative sentence in past indefinite tense is so the formula for the negative sentence in the past indefinite tense is subject plus did plus not plus verb of first form and plus object. So now let's see the example related to it. The example is the sentence is she did not like to talk. Okay, she did not like to talk. Right? So here, according to the formula, as you can see, she is the subject. Did not, as it is a negative sentence. Like is the verb of first form. To talk, talk is your object. She did not like to talk. Let's see the next example. The next example is he didn't do his work. Here he is your subject. Did not can be written as didn't do his job. Here do is the verb of first form. Okay, and his work. Work is your object. So here are two examples related to the past indefinite tense, to the negative sentence of past indefinite tense. That is, first example, she did not like to talk. He didn't do his work. Now, let's see the interrogative sentence in past indefinite tense. How to make interrogative sentence in past indefinite tense. Let's see the formula for it. The interrogative sentence in past indefinite tense. Let's see the formula related to it. So, the formula for interrogative sentence in past indefinite tense is why or how plus did plus subject plus verb of first form plus object and a question mark, as it is the interrogative sentence. Okay, now let's see the example related to it. The example is, did they like to smoke? So here, as it is a interrogative sentence, here you can see. So did, as you are asking the question, so did, there is your subject, like is the verb of first form, and to smoke, here smoke is your object and the question mark. So the sentence or the example related to interrogative sentence in past indefinite tense is, did they like to smoke? Let's see the next. Let's see the next example. Did they like to smoke? I hope you must have written. Let's see the next example. Next example. Example related to the interrogative sentence in past indefinite tense is, did he tell a lie? So as a question is being asked, so did, he is the subject, tell is the verb of first form, and lie is the object over here. So the two examples related to past indefinite tense in the interrogative form are, did they like to smoke? Next one, did he tell a lie? So these are the two sentences in the interrogative form of past indefinite tense. Now let's see past continuous tense. Past indefinite tense is over. Now we are going to see past continuous tense. Now next is your past continuous tense. Here also we are going to see the formula and example of past continuous tense, then in the negative sentence, and then in the interrogative sentence. Okay. So first we are going to see the formula and the example of past continuous tense. Past continuous tense, students, this tense is used to express an action begun and continuing in the past time. The formula for it is, continuous tense is subject plus was or were depends upon the subject, whether it is singular or plural, plus verb of first form, ing, and object plus object. So this is the formula related to the past continuous tense. Let's see the example. The example related to past continuous tense is the formula for, the example for the past continuous tense is he was playing cricket. As I told you, past continuous tense tell us about the action which has begun and continuing in the past time, and the action had begun and continuing in past time. So the sentence related to it is, or the example related to it is, he was playing cricket. Let's see the next example. Next example is they were riding on a cart. Here, they is the subject. We are using verb because the subject is plural. Riding is the verb of first form plus ing, and on a cart is the object. So the example related to the past continuous tense is, first example, he was playing cricket. Here he is the subject. Here he is the subject. We are using was because subject is singular, so was, and it is in the past tense also. So was playing, verb of first form plus ing, and cricket is your object. So in the same way, the next example, they were riding on a cart. I hope the examples are clear to you. According to the formula, in the past continuous tense, he was playing cricket. They were riding on a cart. Just note down the sentences. Now we are going to see how to make a negative sentence in past continuous tense. Okay, now we are going to see the negative sentence in past continuous tense. Let's see the formula related to it. As I told you, in it, the action has begun and continuing in the past time. As I told you with the example of also, he was playing cricket. Now let's see next formula for the negative sentence. For the negative sentence. in past continuous tense. The formula for it is the formula for the negative sentence in past continuous tense is subject plus was or were depends upon the subject whether it is singular or plural plus not as it is a negative sentence. Okay, verb of first form, ing and object. Now let's see the formula related to the the example to negative sentence in past continuous tense. We have seen the formula. Now we are going to see the sentence. The example is she was not telling the real story. So here she is your subject. Was we are using because the sentence is in past tense. Okay, not because it is negative sentence. Telling is the verb of first form plus ing and as it is continuous tense. So telling the real story. Her story is your object. I hope according to the formula the sentence is clear to you. She was not telling the real story. So in this sentence she is the subject. Was we are using because it is singular also. We use was for singular for singular and for as it is in past tense also. So was not as the sentence is negative. Telling verb of first form and your it is in the continuation form. So this the real story. Your story is the object. Now let's see the next example of the same. The next example the next example for negative sentence in past continuous tense is he was not killing the cat. Okay, here he is your again subject. Was as the sentence is in past tense. So was not as the sentence again in negative form. Killing it is in continuation. So it is a continuous tense. The cat. Here cat is your object. So he was not killing the cat. So these are the two examples. She was not telling the real story. And the next is he was not killing the cat. So these two sentences are example to the negative sentence in past continuous tense. Just note them down. Now we are going to see the interrogative sentence. Okay, in past continuous tense. continuous tenses, let's see the formula. Why or how the formula for the related interrogative sentence in past continuous tense is why or how plus was or were plus subject plus verb of first form plus ing plus object plus question mark. So now let's see the sentence or the example of interrogative sentence in past continuous tense. Sentence is who was knocking at the door. So according to the this thing formula, you can see who or how, why, how, when, okay, can be asked. Okay, so here who according to the question, as the question is asked, was, the sentence is in the past tense, knocking, it is your verb of first form plus ing, as it is in the continuous tense. At the, your door is your object. So here is the example, who was knocking at the, as the question is asking. So here your who can be the subject also, who, as it signifies a person. So who can is the subject over here. Who was knocking at the door. Let's see the next example. Now the other example of the interrogative sentence in past continuous tense is what was he asking you. Okay, so as it is a interrogative sentence, so what means it is asking question, was, as it is in past continuous tense, he is your subject, asking is your verb of first form, plus ing, and you is your object. So who, the two examples, who was knocking at the door. The next, who was he, what was he asking you. Now students, we are going to see the past perfect tense. Here we have completed past continuous tense with the formula and example of past negative sentence and then the interrogative sentence. Now we are going to start with past perfect tense. Okay. So here we have completed the past continuous tense with the negative as well as the interrogative, formula and example. Now we are going to start with past perfect tense. Topic now we are going to see the past perfect tense. Okay, so here past perfect tense means that the work had been completed in the past, or it tells us about complete action in the past time. The action or the work had been completed in the past. Okay, so let's see the formula for it. The formula for the past perfect, I am repeating here, past perfect tense tells you, or it indicates the complete action in the past time. The action had been completed in the past. Okay, so formula for it is so the formula for the past perfect tense is subject plus had plus verb of third form plus object plus before plus a clause in the last indefinite. So here I am giving you the example related to the past perfect tense. Okay, so example. So according to the formula, as we have seen of the past perfect tense, subject plus had plus verb or third form plus object plus before plus a clause in the last indefinite. Okay. Okay, so example is Ram had started for home before the rain started. So here your Ram is the subject, had as it the sentence in the past perfect tense. Okay, had started, started is your verb of third form. Okay, for home is the object, and here a clause is added, that means before the rain started. It is a clause in the last indefinite tense. Let's see the next sentence. The next sentence. I had gone for a walk before I reached home. As you can see, according to the formula over there, Pinky is the subject, had, okay, it is in the past perfect, okay, tense. Gone is your verb of third form. For a walk, here walk is the object. Before I reached home, so it is a clause. Now let's see the negative sentence in past perfect tense, or how to make a sentence in past perfect tense. Okay, now let's see the negative, how to make a negative sentence in past perfect tense. Okay, now the negative sentence in past perfect tense. Okay, so let's see the formula for it. So here is the formula related to the negative sentence. Subject plus had plus not plus verb of third form and object. Okay, so let's see the example related to the negative sentence in past perfect tense. So the sentence is, he had not listened to you. Okay, so here he is the subject. Okay, had as the sentence is in the past tense. Okay, not as the sentence is in negative form. Listen is your verb of third form, and to you, your you is the object over here. So according to the formula, subject plus have plus not plus verb of third form plus object. Okay, so according to it, example is, he had not listened to you. Now let's see the next example of the same. The sentence is, she had not shouted at you. So again, I'm repeating here, she is the subject, had as the sentence is in the past perfect tense. Okay, not negative sentence, so not is over here. Shouted, it is the verb of the third form. At you, and you is the object over there. So the two example I am repeating or I am reading again. He had not listened to you. She had not shouted at you. Now let's see the interrogative sentence of past perfect tense. Now the interrogative sentence in past perfect tense. Let's see the formula. Now here is the formula. Why or how plus head plus subject plus verb of third form plus object and a question mark. The sentence is, where had you lived in Delhi? WH is the why family. So here you can use why, where, how. Okay. So where had you lived in Delhi? So as it is a interrogative sentence, so where it is asking for a place, had as the sentence is in the past perfect tense, you here is your subject, lived verb of third form, and Delhi is the object over here. So where had you lived in Delhi? According to the formula, as you can see, the sentence is, where had you lived in Delhi? Let's see the next example. Next example, again in the question form. Had the dawn broken out? Okay, so here again a question is asked. So had the dawn broken out? So here you can see given the two example related to the interrogative sentence of the past perfect tense. The formula for it is why or how. It can be where also. So why, where, how, when can be used. Okay. So why or how plus head plus subject plus verb of third form plus object and the question mark. In the same way, two examples are given over here related to the this thing formula of the interrogative sentence in past perfect tense. Where had you lived in Delhi? And had the dawn broken out? we are going to see the past perfect continuous. Here we have completed the past perfect tense with the formula as well as the example, then with the negative sentence also, and then interrogative sentence also. Now we are going to start with past perfect continuous tense. Now we are going to start past perfect continuous So, what does past perfect continuous tense means? So, students, it shows that a part of the work had been completed and part of the work is going on in the past time. Okay, that means part of the work is completed, but the rest of the part of the work is still going on in the past time. This is known as your past perfect means continuous. Okay, so let's see the formula for it with the related examples. So let's see the formula for the past perfect continuous tense. So this is the formula for the past perfect continuous tense, that is subject plus head plus being plus verb of first form plus ing plus object plus for or since and plus time. Let's see with the help of the example. The sentence is, she had been waiting for you for 3 hours. So according to the formula over here, she is the subject, had been, waiting is the verb of first form plus ing, for you is the object, okay, and for 3 hours is your time. Okay, let's see the next example. The next sentence is Mukesh had been facing a problem since morning. So here Mukesh is the subject, had been facing is the verb of the first form plus ing, a problem. Problem here is the object and since morning is the time. So here are the two examples related to past perfect continuous tense. First one is she had been waiting for you for 3 hours. The next one is Mukesh had been facing a problem since morning. So these are the two examples of the past perfect continuous tense. Let's see the negative sentence in past perfect continuous tense. Now let's see the formula for the negative sentence in past perfect continuous tense. Negative sentence, the formula for it. The formula for the past perfect continuous tense or for the formula for the negative sentence in past perfect continuous tense: subject plus had plus not plus been plus verb of first form ing plus object plus for or since, okay, plus time. Now let's see the example related to the negative sentence in past perfect continuous tense. Sentence is she had not been running a race for 2 hours. So according to the formula over here, she is the subject. Okay, she is the subject. Had not been running is the verb. It is the verb of first form plus ing. Okay. So a race is the object over here and for 2 hours is the time. I am repeating the sentence. She had not been running a race for 2 hours. Next. Next. Next example. So next example to negative sentence in past perfect continuous tense is Ajit had not been washing his clothes since morning. Okay, so here Ajit is the subject, had not been, washing is the verb of first form plus ing, his clothes, here clothes is the object, and since morning is the point of time. Okay. Now let's see the interrogative sentence in past perfect continuous tense. Now the interrogative sentence in past perfect continuous tense. Let's see the formula for it. So here is the formula for the interrogative sentence in past perfect continuous tense. The formula is why or how plus had plus subject plus been plus verb of first form plus ing object plus for or since plus time and the question mark, as it is an interrogative sentence. So let's see the example related to it. The first example, let's see. The example is, had he been making a fun of you since morning? So here, as you can see, according to the formula, as a question is asked over here, so had he been making a fun of you since morning? Here he is your subject. Okay, been, making here verb of first form plus ing, a fun of you is the object, since morning. Okay, so it is a period of time. So here, had he been making a fun of you since? So this example is according to the formula where he is the subject, been making a fun of you since morning. Okay, next example of the same. it been snowing since morning. So here are the two examples of the interrogative sentence in past perfect continuous tense. Students, here we have completed our past tense. In the next video or in the next class, we are going to continue with our future tense.